Hello, guys. Welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you something that I hold near and dear to my motherfucking heart. I love this TikTok page. It is a woman named Emily Eaton, or at Divine Magic with a K on TikTok. And what she talks about, I'm going to let her explain, but it's very, very interesting and it can give some more insight as to what's happening and what's potentially coming up this month. If you are cued into like disclosure and things of that sort, she's a channeler. So I'm gonna let her explain what she does, but it is fascinating. I'll put a link to her page in the description. But please check it out. Like this video, subscribe. Let's get into it.
It's January 2nd, and I have another message from the aliens. I'm going to try to get through this without crying, which was not the case when it first came in. I'm an interdimensional communicator, which means I can telepathically receive messages from angels and aliens and other interdimensional beings. To do this, I have a specific process I go through to safely and accurately communicate with the being that I want to communicate with. And by safely, I mean for the highest and greatest good of humanity and the planet. So once I'm safely and accurately connected, I can ask my questions. I receive the messages through clairsentience, which means telepathically. I type up what I'm hearing in my iPad. I ask them to confirm. I make changes if they ask me to, and then the message is ready for you. So that's what I have today. Today I channeled with the entire Galactic Federation as one collective, which I've never done before. That means I was connected with the Leadership Council of 9, plus the 12 district representatives, plus the Advisory Council of 5. So that's the 26 aliens that are in charge of all of the guidance and governance of the cosmos. So that is who this message is.
That's sick.
They answered two questions today. The first one is, why are the aliens coming? A lot of you asked me that question, and the short answer is because Earth needs their help. But the longer answer that they gave me goes like this. Earth is very important to the balance of the whole cosmos. You're seen as a special planet because you're the least advanced planet and you need the most help. In the past, the various alien races and our 12 districts represented different points of view and alliances. Some even warred against each other. Some of you may have heard about battles in the sky or evil aliens versus good aliens. Much of this was propaganda to keep you in fear of us, but some of it was true. But now, even the parts that were true in the past are no longer true today. Districts and regions of the cosmos that used to be enemies have now all come together with a united goal of helping planet Earth ascend to what's called New Earth. Some of you have seen this coming for a long time. Some of you are just waking up over the last few months or even days. It's happening now. All 12 districts in the cosmos have come together in compromise. We have worked very hard to negotiate deals and make contracts with each other, to lay down our differences and join forces together because Earth needs our help. So this is why we are coming. We are coming because you need us to, and we are coming because we promised each other we would. We are not going to break that promise. The second question they answered was, why are the aliens coming now? This is their answer. We're coming now because current world events are leading to catastrophic damage to humanity and the planet. These world events were initiated through corruption and deception, and that is unacceptable to us. Our preferred timing was to make contact with you 2 or more years from now because we anticipated needing at least that much time to prepare. However, the corruption in the highest levels of many countries all over the world has accelerated to the point where we cannot wait. So we too accelerated. It was not easy to negotiate peace among our districts to come to you as a united collective. It has not been easy to prepare the planet for our arrival. But we have done this work because we all agree it's essential. We will not allow humanity and planet Earth to be put in jeopardy because of corruption and deception on the global scale. We are coming now because now is the optimal time to support the planet's ascension to New Earth. So that's today's message. What would you like to see on New Earth? I'm sure I'm going to get a ton of negative comments because of course I am, but let's drown those out. Let's amplify the positive comments. Let's share with each other what we want to see on New Earth.
All right. So it's a lot to take in. There's a lot within that video. But I think the main thing to take away from something like that is not only not the realness of it, but I think it's just fuck, dude. It's just like such a incomprehensible thing, at least I feel like to me, to think that like anything like this is happening. But if I take myself back to what my life has been like for the last like 2 years and the awareness that I've grown to everyday life since getting into the more spiritual realm and different things like that. Like, fuck, like I get this shit, dude. I see the realness of it, and every day I grow an appreciation for just what it is. So, but a video like this it's a lot to take in, but there's a lot of great information that is within that. So, if I remember correctly, end of 2026, beginning of 2027 is when disclosure was talked about as to be like as to happening, and Bashar, if you know who that is, the channeler had mentioned that that was a good general timeline. Now I know Bashar, within his current standing of recent things that he said, it's a bit more controversial. Not going to get into that, but I like to think that that's some pretty good information from him because other channelers and people who communicate with the other side have been receiving the same type of general timeline. Um, and I assume with no correlation with just him saying that, obviously. So, but the fact that it's been sped up to now is nuts. It's nuts. I don't know enough about what is happening within the world to like what would be the thing that would incite them to come so much earlier. But whatever it is, it must be something that is pressing enough in the grand scheme of things for them to speed up something like them showing their presence to us physically that much more demanding. So I don't even know what to say. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you guys is this one where it talks about the fog that's been happening a lot all around the world and how there's been more unusual amounts of it and how there will be these larger ships that'll come in and they'll be over oceans, large bodies of water and mountains. So let me find that and we'll get into that. Okay, so this next video that I'm going to show you is going to go a bit more in detail as to how things will be revealed, like the overall plan of how things are going to go with it. Um, you just gotta hold on.
And then the messages are ready for you. So that's what I have for you today. This message has two parts. And I'm going to just read them right off the iPad as they asked me to. So, part one. The fog that a lot of you have been seeing around the world has been part of our preparations for arrival and has helped us speed up the process. We have given up hope on the remaining whistleblowers we were waiting for, and now there's no more reason to wait. We are planning to send in our large ships sooner than mid to late January, as was said in yesterday's video. Our large ships are now preparing for reveal in early January. Remember, don't be afraid. We are here to help you, not harm you. The large ships we are sending will stay over the oceans and mountains so they aren't directly over your homes and highways. We have worked very hard to get to this point, and we've been excited about this for a very long time. We are eager to make ourselves known to you so that we can share messages of love with you directly. The best thing you can do to prepare is to remember there's nothing to fear. So that was the first part of the urgent message. The second part is...
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm pausing, but I think it's just like trying to really understand what she's saying, like the scope of it, because it is something so otherworldly, physically, mentally, and spiritually. It feels, even though in reality, if we know about the beings and the different extraterrestrial races that have kept their eye on us throughout history, throughout time, and if we have some prior knowledge of the ones that are already here, mainly being like pleiadians and stuff like that, who will show craft among the energy orbs, the Merkaba stars. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm sorry if this mic is too close to me, but goddamn, bro, like, what the fuck? They're gonna be showing up over oceans and mountains, and I'm gonna show you another video here in a second that kind of describes that literally. Sorry, it doesn't kind of describe. It does show pretty much exactly what she's talking about, but in a cloaked form. So we'll get into that. Um, but for this, if we can imagine and envision what that would look like, obviously, until it's right in front of us, we're not going to have the, you're not going to know until you see it. But if you can imagine and try to mentally prepare yourself for something like that, because think about how many sightings there have been. There's so many videos out there. The whole news cycle that came around talking about orbs and drones and things like that, uproar before the LA fires and stuff like that are going on right now. Um, God, it's a bad situation. But this is a lot to take in. There's a lot going on in the world. So take it one step at a time, over oceans, over mountains. Um, Something that Bashar said was that they will come up on the coastlines just above the water so as to not like be on our land, but to show that there's like a not a submission, but like a very peaceful stance that they have, because they are extremely aware, way more conscious of a concept like this than we are right now, that us seeing something that is so much higher dimensionally, higher than the 3D that we're in right now, but like fifth, sixth density, wherever they're coming from, us seeing that in physical form down to 3D is going to be a lot to take in. A lot to take in. God, man, that's going to be a lot, but it's going to be beautiful. Can you think about that? How like awesome that's going to be? For me, I'll tell you why that's awesome. It could be any. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about the possibilities. But just like, if you're like me in the way of when you see something, you see a ship, a craft, a piece of machinery, you're like, dude, how does that work? Like, what's going on with that? I think once I get past, oh my God, I'm actually seeing that. I'm not tripping off nothing, but I'm actually seeing that. Once I'm past that, um, the way that I've envisioned it, a way that might help me to comprehend what's going on a bit more, is to immediately focus on like, okay, what is this ship made out of? How is it levitating off of the ground? And just slowly take that in, take in the details, and then whatever happens from there happens from there. Um, so I'd advise people to start thinking about what that would look like. So I mean, there's going to be hysteria regardless. There's going to be a lot of things that I was talking about this with my friend Jaden at the beach, dude, while we were off some mushrooms. Because we were at the beach in Santa Cruz here in California, and Aptos more specifically, and we were looking out at the ocean. And you know how your mindset will be on shrooms. You're like more open to stuff and, cosmically, whatever it may be. We're looking at it and we're like, dude, seeing this out in front of us right here, the things that's going to break down um society, not, I don't want to say societally, but like people who are religious and who are very much into that realm of things, um who aren't open to anything like this, who have never, like, who have just completely canceled it out of their heads, seeing this in front of them is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. So There's only so much you can do to prepare for something like this. But I would advise you, if you're watching this, to prepare yourself as much as you can psychologically, and just be open to it. No, it's not going to hurt us, right? I feel like it's a very human thing to automatically assume. Not human thing. It's a natural inclination to assume, like, if there's something that is more advanced than us, wondering if it's going to be a threat to us. I no, not in this case, man. Like, if you're up at that density, if you're in those higher realms, your knowledge and expertise of the universe and your closeness to God is so much more so than what is the natural setting here. So I feel like it's only obvious to assume, or yeah, to assume that they're going to be completely peaceful because they understand the big picture. They're so much closer to the thing that made all of us source. So beautiful. All right, so this part, fuck man, I'm redlining everywhere. Pause. Um, this part, second part, is about communicating with the orbs that are up in the sky. So this is something I've talked about on my channel a little bit before, my experiences of it, and I'll have to like make several videos about that because it's a continuing, ongoing thing that I am so excited about. Like last night, I was out there talking to them. They were blinking in the sky. It's so good. I love it. So this one goes into the process that you can take in communicating, in recognizing, in um, just letting your eyes see it, because I feel like it's always happening. So, all right, let's get into it.
You don't have to take my word for this. You can ask them yourself. They gave me a 3-step process that's similar to what I go through. It's a simple process, but it does take practice to get good at it. So when you see an orb or a spacecraft outside your home and you have the opportunity to communicate with it, here's the process you can go through. This has come from the senior member of the Council of Five, which is like the advisory board of the Galactic Federation. Step 1. Introduce yourself to the orb or alien craft in your head or out loud. Say hello and ask it a question. For example, a good question to ask is, are you here for my highest and greatest good? Step 2. Ask it to answer you telepathically. They can send you a message directly to your brain, but they prefer not to do it without your consent. You asking them to give you an answer that way is a way for you to give them consent. Step 3. Listen. It might be hard to hear at first, but they will send you answers to your questions, and if you don't hear something at first, keep trying. Fill your heart with love and clear your mind as much as possible. Anything that helps you get into a deeply relaxed state, like meditation, can help you hear the telepathic responses. They also added an optional step 4. They say, we deeply appreciate it when humans hear us and share about it. Especially at this time when many will be afraid, we hope you will bravely talk about your experiences with us and our messages of love. We also appreciate when you journal about your communications with us. We hope you will write down the messages of love you hear, because that is what you'll be hearing from the orbs and the aliens you communicate with. You will hear our messages of love when you listen with an open heart. So that's the second part of the urgent message. So Happy New Year, everyone.
Okay, dude, do this. Everything that she just mentioned. Again, I'll link this one too in the description. But do this. Please do this. Please take the time to go outside, have an open mind, and communicate with them. I was doing it last night. And brother, sister, whoever you are, it was emotional. It was emotional in the way of I'm like, I'm not, how do I even say this? Like, I'm not trying to make this sound like I'm, the shit or nothing. No, let me not say it like that. I'm just fucking grateful, dude. I was just letting them know, dude, like, hey, I am so profoundly grateful that you're here and that you have traveled such a long way to get here. And for me, with my journey, I started to see them after I woke up from being a Jehovah's Witness. Happy 111, by the way. 111 portal. I did a meditation. I'll make a video about that. That shit was so good. But I came from being a Jehovah's Witness, and I was thanking them for showing themselves to me at the time that they did, giving me little breadcrumbs. I think one of the first times that I saw one was in last July, or July of 2023. Um, but just thanking them like for the whole process that I've gone through of seeing them so consistently, and of the wonderment and like the how much they've expanded my perspective on everything. Everything. They've helped so much with me being able to take myself outside of myself and have a bigger perspective and a bigger picture perspective on not only my life, but just the collective consciousness of what is happening here on Earth. And with them being here, it's it marks a complete shift and change for all of humanity. And if we even dial it back from myself, like I'm so thankful to myself for being like choosing to incarnate here at this time, because this shit is so fucking cool. Like I was born in 2000, I'm 24, and I've gotten to see like the goddamn I've gotten to see such a profound change and shift in the way that the world operates, because when I was born, there was the internet, but it was started to become a lot more popular. And I mean, I had a GameCube, I had a Nintendo 64. I don't know why I had a Nintendo 64, but I had a GameCube, and just the way that things have progressed, fucking crazy. Anyways, um, I was just letting them know, like, hey, I'm so grateful that you're here, like for real, for real. Because not only do we need the help, we absolutely need the help. What a gift it is, and a pretty scary thing to think about. Like, oh my God, our mental state on a large level, at least within the where leadership is around the world, is so down to the point like where there needs to be intergalactic intervention into what we have going on here. It's just, dude, I'd kill to know what happened between now and when they had originally wanted to have disclosure happen at the 2026, beginning of 2027. So fuck, dude, it's just, this is a lot. This is a lot of information. So I'm gonna show you another one right now. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a bit of what she's talking about in the way of um, like large ships showing themselves over large bodies of water or over mountains. So I'm fairly familiar with this area of Reno, kind of Sparks, Nevada. A little bit. I visited there like maybe 10 times in the last couple of years because of reasons. And a lot of people want to say that it's the casino lights. And I don't want to be a motherfucking fool and like, I don't, I, whatever. All right, I'm going to show you this. You tell me what you think about it. It's not going to be on this tab, it's going to be here.
Dude, you guys have to check this video out. This guy just posted a video of these lights in the clouds over water in Maryland, and I can't even tell you how much it freaked me out. We saw these exact same lights over a body of water here in Reno, Nevada, literally 2 days ago. Check this out.
I'm working this job. I came out on the deck to look at the ocean, and I saw this semicircle of lights that keeps flicking on and off. What the fuck is that?
I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the picture of these lights, At first, I thought maybe it was like a spotlight or something that was just hitting the clouds in a weird way. But now multiple people are reporting this exact same string of lights in multiple areas. Here's a photo of the exact same lights that we saw 2 days ago here in Sparks, Nevada. It is very, very eerily similar.
Okay. Oh my god, bro. Fuck, dude. Okay, so as we're looking at this, all right, the argument that my best friend Cruz and I had, because he's around this area, is he was saying that it is the casino lights that are projecting up into the sky. Okay? Up into the sky. For me, I might be a fucking dumbass. I don't know. But to me, because he was looking at this, these lights look like they're out. Like there's beams that are projecting out. Not up and then angled. I don't know, man. I do know. I know what I believe. And it's some motherfucking aliens. So all right, let me play the rest of this.
This guy filmed these lights when he was looking out over the ocean. And those exact same lights that we saw here in Sparks, Nevada, took place over an area called the Sparks Marina, which is a huge man-made pit that was later converted into a pond. It's just really weird to me that the exact same lights are appearing all over the country. There's always cloud cover, and there always seems to be water nearby. It's getting really weird, guys. 2025, here we come. Let me know what you think.
I might have to agree with him. It's getting a little weird that all this is happening over large bodies of water or mountainous regions. Little weird. Must be a coincidence. I don't know, man. I'm just like, I'm so amazed that any of this is happening. So that's a really cool video. And then let's go ahead and get into some more lights that have been shown in that area. So here, okay, this shit crazy. And the fact that this is in video and okay, these casinos have been here for forever, right? They're not anything new. Okay. So why is it all of a sudden? It's not like a phenomena like this, seeing this right here happen. If that was a common thing, I would imagine that there would be a lot more videos that would be out there about it. Okay? So let's just watch this. They're calling for Roberto's carne asada, fries and Dutch. Sorry, I don't want to get lost in these comments right now. Okay, so someone says it's light reflecting from downtown. Event lights or silver legacy lights hitting the clouds. Yeah. Okay. So as I'm reading these comments, um, that's a hard one. I don't know if it's a hard one, dude. It just fuck, man. Something about it inside of me. I'm like, I don't. God damn. That's just. It's cool. It's fucking cool. Whatever it is. Um, but yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff that's like this that is happening all around the world. And I was using these examples because this is something that's not too far away from me. I'm a bit familiar with the area. But correct me if I'm wrong. But it's just, dude, what fucking lights are gonna be that strong? I don't know, man. Don't get me fucking started. Excuse my language, but don't get me started. This stuff gets me going, dude. Like, cause I just don't know. I just don't know. But it's exciting and it's cool, and I like to learn about it. I like to just have fun and look at it. That's it. So, let me think. Is there anything else I want to show you? Give me 1 second. Okay, so this next one is someone that is flying in a plane. It says flying above international waters. Anyone want to explain what I'm seeing? So from my perspective, at least it looks like they're in the plane overhead, and then within the like thick layer of clouds, that these orbs are there. Okay. A key thing for me is looking at the luminance of them. Pay attention to the colors, the arrangement. For me, I just don't really side when I see things like this on the side of it being always a governmental thing. I feel like that's an easy out for things that look like this. But that's just my opinion. But you really have to go based off of whenever you see anything like this. How does this make you feel off rip? Like in your gut, what does it make you feel like? To me, when I see something like this, initially, I'm like, okay, that might just be orbs above the LA fire that are doing something. This might be indicative of what the lady Divine Magic was talking about, them being over large bodies of water. This could be a large ship, very possibly. Now that I'm looking at this, that might make a little bit more sense. I don't know though. How can we tell? Fascinating nonetheless. I just want to show you guys that because that was a very current thing. Nothing else. I don't think there's anything else I want to show. So, nope, just kidding. I had one more. Well, one last one. You got to see this. Okay. So, this is Fox News. This guy, I'm going to just play it, but you tell me what you think this might be. Very cool. Interesting. I don't know.
I swear there's a UFO. Look, there's a plane. What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Look at it.
Rewind to
Look how
111.
fast it's going. We're watching the fires. I swear.
Okay. Dude, I'm fucking. What is that movie? District 11, District 12 or something? That movie that came out a long time ago? God damn, dude. What is the world right now? LA is on fire, and Fox News is filming that with a potential UFO that's just showing itself outwardly, like right in your face. Even too, like the guy pointed out, there's an airplane that's there that you can have for scale. And then you see this thing that shoots across that it's got some fucking volume to it, but it's the speed at which it travels. It's the way that it looks. Who knows, dude? But goodness gracious, with everything happening in the world, is it really that hard to believe that that's a UFO that's showing itself? Like, because they're about to pop out? I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's just so exciting. It's just so exciting. So that was the last clip that I wanted to show you guys. I'll put some links to a lot of these if you want to check them out in the description. But regardless of what's happening, if disclosure is happening this month, whatever it may be, I'm just happy to be here for it. I'm happy to be here with you for it. And I thank you so much for watching this. And like this, God, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. It makes me excited because it just makes sense. I don't know. There's just something about it. It just makes sense to me. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to me. I hit 9 subscribers the other day. I'm fucking ecstatic about that, bro. We're growing. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Happy 111 as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.